your eyes. Look, she's pointing up. There's all these butterflies.
Yep, they're on a walk.
She kind of looks like Adelaide Sarah. There's all this violet. Through your eyes. Let's read it. The moment we met, I wrote down a list of all we could do, of what not to miss.
We'd soar through the skies on a super fast plane, speed past snowy hills on a passenger train.
But on a trip to the park, you opened my eyes, taught me life is a gift, every day a surprise.
You spread your arms wide near a starling of blue. Leaping into the air, head back, you flew.
Look, she's wearing red shoes. You built mountains from sand, played tag with a tree. Who would have guessed you could teach me to see?
Squealing with joy when you spotted a frog, a dog, eyes smiling with wonder at the croak of a frog.
You smelled every tulip. Gentle beauty, so real. Who would have thought you could teach me to feel?
To slow down, take small steps, make each moment last. The world is a blur if you're spinning too fast.
The moment we met, I drew up a plan to show you the world, to touch all you can. Then you chased the wind, whispered songs to the squirrels, sitting still in the sun, head bowed, soft curls.
Staring into the lake, you giggled with glee. Who would have known you could teach me to be?
You danced in the puddles when the rain pattered down. First we waltzed, then we sang. What a heavenly sound. Look, they're singing in the rain with her red shoes on and her red purse.
You counted the clouds, my heart pressed to your ear. Who would have known you could teach me to hear?
To slow down, take small steps, make each moment last. The world is a blur if you're spinning too fast. Here's the bridge, like the bats.
Wow. The moment we met, I wrote down a list of all we would do, of what not to miss.
But when you took my hand, my list fluttered away. For the world through your eyes shines brand new every day. The end.
Did you read the story behind this?
The story behind the story: on November 6, 2015, I delivered a baby, and my husband delivered the news to our waiting families. It's a girl. Hayden DuBois Proctor was perfect, and our hearts were full. She met all 4 of her amazing grandparents in the recovery room. Her little hands were perfectly wrapped around one finger of each grandfather, and my dad said, "How can anyone see a newborn baby and not believe in God?" It was a simple yet powerful and unforgettable moment for me. We were witnessing new life and a new generation. During my pregnancy, I had so many hopes and dreams for Hayden: good health, a heart for others, a love of God, righteousness, smarts, and happiness. I wanted to work even harder to give her the best life and to make sure she was loved and protected every day. I hoped and I worried. I worried about being a good mother, teaching her and making sure I could give her the brightest future. But the beauty and gift of being a parent is you learn quickly that you are not in control. My daughter is my teacher. She is the one who helps me slow down and find wonder in the small things. I get the pleasure of watching a young human being discover life. For example, I will never forget when Hayden saw a dog for the first time. She squealed in excitement and loved the sweet animal immediately. Or the first time she saw rain. I watched in awe as she stared in silence at the water dripping down in front of her stroller. Each time she has a new experience, I do as well through her eyes. Hayden has taught me to enjoy every moment of this incredible life and not worry so much. She reminds me that this is not a dress rehearsal. Time passes quickly and we only get one shot. I hope, through your eyes, reminds you to treasure every moment of this glorious time on earth.
In the back. So this book that Debbie and Lynn have read to you children, little children and big, teaches us how a little child shall lead us. And this is the real mom and the real child. And there's the picture of the real mom, who's a correspondent on Fox News. And this book, I got quiet, and I had to be quiet for 5 minutes, and Jesus plays a game with me called Hot and Cold. After I'm quiet and still, he'll have me stand up and walk around the library. That's a game you can play with Jesus, just like today. This is a thing that you can do with President Jesus. You can have your parents read the story with you, or you can read it yourself, and then you can like draw a picture about what President Jesus has shown you in the book. In this book, it has shown Debbie and Lynn, I think they can speak for themselves, but that this book is like the Singing in the Rain song and story and book and play and many other things that we hope President Jesus is going to show us how to do, that Debbie has been working on for months. And there's going to be some surprises at the President Jesus rally about that, especially for the 17 children that are in the 3 Avocados Plus book. But for others too, we got all kinds of surprises. But this is the thing. President Jesus is sitting right here, and he's the one whispering in my ear. President Jesus is sitting right here. He's the one whispering in your ear. So Debbie and Lynn, does this book surprise you about it's so much like Debbie's book? Man?
It's a book about being. Learning how.
Could you hold the camera for just 30 seconds and let Debbie sing?
Mercy, Lord.
Singing in the rain.
Just singing in the rain. What a glorious day. We're so happy again. Thank you, John, for sharing your book with us.
Thank you. And this is a library book. You can also get out of the library. But this is, again, Jesus wants to be with us right now in all kinds of artistic ways. And this is our first example, so be patient with us in learning how to film the President Jesus event.
It's all about spontaneity.
And take all of this to the Trinity.
The end.